morning everyone, welcome to another vlog on the World of Coasters. Another vlog, yeah, there's lots of vlogs this month. We are midway through our UK trip around the Midlands. We've been to Blackpool, well we started off with Legoland didn't we?
Yeah.
Then we went up to Blackpool and now we're at Alton Towers for the day, and tomorrow we're going to be at Drayton Manor. It is Saturday at the moment, Saturday the 14th?
13th.
14th.
No, 14th.
It was Friday the 13th yesterday when we came here. The weather has blessed us, which at Legoland and Blackpool it was quite grim yesterday, so it's nice to see the weather beautiful. I'm actually able to sport some shorts. It's the middle of September.
It is quite cold at the moment.
It's meant to hit 20-21 degrees, so it should be quite a nice day. Park's open 10 till 5 today, and then he said 10 till 10. Could be the dream. 10 till 5 today. We were in the park for early ride time on the Wicker Man. Crowds seem moderate today. I don't think it's going to be quite as busy as the summer holidays where we came here last month.
We would have been here earlier, but like we had to wait for the monorail.
Yeah, we always manage to cop it where they add another train to the monorail.
Yeah.
So we arrived here at 9:15 and we were like, yeah, we're going to get the monorail, we're going to get in when the rope drops and go straight for Wicker Man. However, it is now 9:45, so there's probably going to be a 20-30 minute queue for Wicker Man, but we both decided we want to do Wicker Man early because it's going to get busy today. Like I said, I don't think it's going to get quite as busy as previous times we've been here, like in the summer for example, but it's still going to be busy. Like look at it, it's blue skies, a little bit chilly at the moment, but it will brighten up. So yesterday when we came here we said we're going to get a waffle later because they look quite yummy, don't they, Lou?
Maybe one to share.
Yes. We're just coming over into the Wicker Man area now. Like I said, we were here yesterday. Yesterday it was dead. But the reason I didn't vlog yesterday is because we didn't arrive here till nearly 11:30 and the park was only open 10 till 4. So it's just nice to chill and have a day to ourselves. Yeah, we walked on Wicker Man and we literally got off and there was no one waiting to ride. And I said, can we go around again? But sadly you've got to re-queue. So we're just getting in the queue for the Wicker Man now. Right, so we've just come off of the Wicker Man. The time now is about 10:10, and to be honest, it's a good job we got on that one. We did literally, while we queued about 5-10 minutes if that, and by the time we actually got onto the train that was going up the lift hill, it was queuing all the way back down to the first helix of the ride, or the first like fly around where it goes into the Wicker Man, and that's a good 45-minute queue from there. We're now going to be heading round to the runaway train. The Congo River Rapids doesn't open until 12, which is a shame. It might be 11 actually on Saturdays.
I don't think the mine train opens till later.
Well, we'll go round, we'll do Jewel and then go to Nemesis.
I'm pretty sure.
It is a lot quieter around this region, so possibly why. Yeah, we're heading round to Jewel for Bin Valley, get Nemesis and all that out of the way. But yeah, that was a good ride on the Wicker Man, always love that. The thing is, right, wooden roller coasters are always better at the back. We are always those people though, we like riding it in every single position. One of the only positions we haven't ridden it in is the front row. In fact,
you can't queue for front.
Yeah, you can't queue or ask for it. The closest we've been was yesterday. We got the second row, which actually I thought was quite rough at the front. Definitely more of a back row one. If you want the experience and the airtime, go back row. It's brilliant. We were in row 8 at the time, so mid back. Yeah, I'm starting to believe you're correct, Louise. There's absolutely no one along here. We'll see if the runaway train's open. Failing that, would be round at Jill. Don't really understand. Like, I can understand this one not opening at 10, but there's no reason why they shouldn't open the runaway train. It's quite a busy park, this one, isn't it?
Yeah. They've got nothing in this area.
I think they realise a lot of people, when they first come into the park, head towards the X sector for the Smiler and the Wicker Man. So they're like, oh, we can get away with not running these rides first thing, because when people have done them, they kind of spread out. So yeah, the runaway train is closed at the moment, so that's opening at 11. It's a bit sad, but we're going to Jewel. Oh no, that's not good. So yeah, it does look like they don't actually open this part of the park until 11 o'clock, but Nemesis and Galactica are open. I don't think they open the Sky Ride till 12 on days like this as well. I think just... Well, the thing is, right, I can understand, you know, maybe not opening these rides, but the Sky Ride doesn't open till 12. If you go over to Nemesis and all that, the only way to get to the other end of the park is walking. Yeah. So we'll do Nemesis and Galactica, and then we'll have to head back this way and do Jewel, etc, etc. So as we enter the Forbidden Valley, you can see they've set up Project 42, just the signage needs to go up. Obviously Project 42 sits on the old Nemesis Subterra site. I wonder how long this is going to stay here as a maze rather than a ride, because they've got the show build and I don't know what the ride's like. But everyone who walks past it, we sat on a bench over there, and everyone who walks past it was like, oh, I don't know why they shut it, because people are obviously having conversations. But we're heading down into the Forbidden Valley now, where good old faithful Nemesis is. Of course, with this trip we're doing at the moment, we've been Blackpool, obviously Alton Towers, and we're going to Drayton Manor, and we're going to be riding the 1994 Beasts. You know, we did the big one, which hasn't aged too well, if I can say that. I'm a B&M fanboy, sorry. We got Nemesis, which has aged like an absolute beautiful fine wine. It's so smooth, and looks like they're testing it at the moment, but it does sit on the app, it's open. We're getting the queue for it. And tomorrow when we go down to Drayton Manor, we got the Shockwave, which is an Intamin stand-up coaster. So yeah, let's get in the queue for Nemesis, 0-minute wait time. I think they're running it empty because they've got no one to go on it. So the 1994 Beast, John Maudley's baby, and seriously one of the best steel coasters in the world. So well built into the landscape, and I just love this ride, and it's so nice now Louise actually likes to ride this one. She was terrified of it for the longest time. It's nice to share the experience. I do like is they got the old queue line which goes all the way off around there, which isn't used anymore. But yeah, look how deep down it goes into the ground. Right guys, gonna have to leave you here. We'll see you when we get off of Nemesis. Right, so we've just come off of Nemesis. Brilliant ride on that, always love it. But I've never got to ride the big one, and well, actually didn't get to ride any of the 1994 coasters back when they first opened because I was only 2 years old. But I think Nemesis is definitely the one that's aged the best. But then it is a B&M, so it's always going to have. Anyway, Louise doesn't want to go on the back row of that one because it's too intense for her.
It makes my feet go like that.
Looks like they've just opened. No, they just opened it. No, that's it. That's so, yeah, I expected to be busier today. So yeah, we're coming into the area of the world's first B&M flying roller coaster, Galactica, formerly known as Air. And yeah, as we said before, it has no VR on it anymore. So they should really change the theme back to Air, because I preferred the theme of Air. Right, so we've just come off of Galactica. There was a bit of a longer queue for that one because it only had one train running, so really suffering. Seemed to have a problem with the other train, only one station's running. We got seated near the back again, and I am not a fan of flying coasters towards the back. I'm not the biggest fan of flyers as it goes anyway, so, you know, I generally would give it a miss, but because we're not...
There's a wasp on your head. Yeah.
I'm not overly fussed about the wasps. The wasp activity has gone down substantially since last time, hasn't it?
Around me. Hold the happy signs. You be the deaf one.
We're going back over to Jewel now. It should be open now. It's 11 o'clock. And then we're going to head down, do the runaway train and the Congo River Rapids. Whereafter I think we'll be going over towards the X sector or up to 13. I don't know yet. So we'll see you when we get over to Jewel. Blade, which is currently down at the moment. It was down yesterday as well. So gauging from over here, this is the quieter part of the park because obviously the Sky Ride's not running yet and everyone goes towards Smiler and Wicker Man first. It's quite quiet around here, isn't it? Nemesis is on like a 10-minute queue. I imagine Galactica is nearly 20 minutes now because of the one train. And obviously the rides around here are just opening, so hopefully we shouldn't have too long of a wait for Jewel and the runaway train.
It's like a, you know, like a test, like Luke knows where to go. That's
well, when you come to
these,
when you come to parks like this quite often, you know when the ride's open and the pattern of what people want to go on first. Like Wicker Man is always going to be busy.
Yeah.
It's one of the closest coasters to the entrance, and Smiler is obviously the world record famous roller coaster, so everyone wants to go on that one too. They're the
Apart
two.
from Louise.
Just about to say that the haunted house, well, Jewel was closed, but they literally just turned the sign around and the operator's gone to open the door, so it looks like it's about to open, which is always good. Running about 10 minutes behind on this one, so it's good timing. We got some really good timing today, haven't we? The Galactica was closed and opened, and now this one's doing the exact same. So hopefully they'll open the door in a minute. The smell of old musty house is strong today. We've come off of Jewel now. Another good ride on that. We literally have been so lucky with our timing today, haven't we?
Apart from now.
Apart from now, because the runaway train has a 20-minute queue and Congo River Rapids is basically walking still. What are we doing? Congo or runaway train now? You want to do the runaway train. So we're going to queue up for runaway train, then do Congo River Rapids, and then work out what we're going to do from there. So far we're getting lots of rides done, and to be honest the rest of the park looks pretty busy. We're looking at like a 60-minute queue on Wicker Man now, and Smiler's got a 70-minute queue. So we'll see if we're able to do Rita and 13 and the likes. I would like to think we would. We've got till 5 o'clock and the time is only coming up to about 25 past 11, so we've done quite a few rides already in the short amount of time we've been here. So we're going to get in the queue for the map-powered runaway train. I believe this was 92, this one. Good year that. That's when I was born. Yeah, this is another one of John Wardley's specials. He kind of had a thing to swords and all that back in the day. So we'll get in the queue for this one and go from there. Just come off of the runaway train and we've decided to give Congo River Rapids a miss now because mainly Baby needs a toilet.
Mainly needs the toilet. I've got a weak bladder.
We had about a 20-minute queue on that, so it was spot on. Congo River Rapids is gaining quite a queue and we'll come back for that later. I think we're going to use the loo and then head up. Are we going towards X sector or are we going towards X sector or 13?
I don't mind.
You don't mind? Well, it's your choice. So obviously we're now around in Mutiny Bay. It's a bit busier around here, being near the entrance of the park. This is probably what the levels are more like. Not as busy as the summer, but still quite a busy day because it is pleasant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. It's time for waffle.
For Luke.
Yeah, I fancy one of them Wafflemeister things, and I said I was going to get one.
Do you know what flavours they've got?
No, so we'll decide when I get over there. I imagine there'll be something chocolate cake.
We've been going round to making a bit of...
Dad, what is That's just a chocolate waffle.
Probably.
Stop. Stay still.
Well, no, I'm
Stay still.
Annual pass discount, that's £3.96.
That looks nasty, Luke. It smells so nice here as well.
Right, where are we going to sit? We come into the Welcome Inn to get away from the wasps. And I've just had a waffle. I had the cookies and cream one. Louise got one. It looked a lot better to begin with, but the cream melts very quickly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it taste good?
Tastes nice.
$3.95 with discount, $4.95 without. Louise made it cost more though because that one wasn't meant to come with chocolate on it. That's naughty.
It was, I just got extra.
What do you rate it? Any good?
It's nice, but I put chocolate in my hair now.
Once we've done in here, like I say, the only reason we come in here is to get away from the wasps because they're going crazy outside with like chocolate and sugar. We're going to go, I think we're going to head to the back of the park. Last I checked, Oblivion has like a 45-minute queue. So with Oblivion and Smiler being really busy at the moment, the plan is we're going to catch the sky ride from the entrance all the way to the back of the park where we're going to go 13, that sort of direction. I know it's quicker to walk, but it's just nice to have a sit down, isn't it? Plus the sky ride gives some really nice views.
That's a kid's ride.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
There's a bunch of adults on it. Scream. No,
It's a kid's ride.
how is it? Yeah, it's a little. Oh, remember.
So we have sky riding across the sky and now we're entering the dark forest. Louise's favourite area in the park. What's your favourite area? You haven't already said, have you?
I like the Wicker Man area.
That's like his own sort of area, the Wicker Man. Anyway, we're round in the not forbidden forest, the dark forest, where we have Rita, the Intamin launch roller coaster from 2005, and 13. And the question is, Lou, which one are we going on?
I know which one I want to go on.
You want to go 13? I'm up for 13. Rita's like...
Last time we didn't go on it, did we?
No,
Yesterday we did, but last time.
Last time we didn't because it broke down. Well, no, it didn't break down. There was an incident on it with someone having like a illness, so they had to shut the rider's procedure. But yeah, generally speaking, Rita is a bit of... I don't really rate it. It's like the launch is okay.
Hey, like it's quite a short ride though, and it's such an option.
The launch is okay. It's 0 to 60, and it's like after that, it's like it's not really that great. It's a figure of 8, and that's it. I am. Oh Christ, yeah, I'm going to be judgmental. I want the best of the best.
You talking about your own park?
Oh, well, no. This,
wow.
a few days ago, we planned a potential trip to Europa Park in November, but I'm not confirming anything yet.
I'm confirming it, we're going.
Okay.
November for Halloween season, the last 3 days of the season.
If it doesn't happen, you're all going to be very disappointed. We're going to give Rita a miss now because it's got a 45 queue and it's very near the entrance, so I can believe that. We're going over to 13, which is another Intamin ride. We have an Intamin family ride, family coaster with the drop element. Going on Louise's favourite ride here. 60-minute queue for 13. I don't believe it. Like I said, this is an Intamin family coaster, and I believe they overhyped this when they made it. Me and Louise both say the same thing about this one. Great coaster, great theme, but the outside part of the actual ride, the roller coaster, is a bit tame.
I just want it to be like so.
It just needs a bit more. It needs a bit more to it. Anyway, the queue is back here, so possibly. Looks like it could be an hour. It's going to be a busy one today. Time's coming up to around 1 o'clock now, so we are doing quite well as the day goes. Let's queue up for 13. So we have just come off of 13
The
the longest waited ride ever. Literally, it is now 25 to 3. We got in the queue for that about an hour 45. Yeah, about an hour 45 minutes ago. It was
hell, but we got front row.
Yeah, we got a front row, but
So I'm happy.
60-minute queue was predicted, and then it broke down, and we were like, oh, just wait. And then they obviously took a train off because it took an eternity.
My hands were up
after
the
that
whole
point.
way, and no one else was. But I was like, I must get the most out of this ride.
And like, I wouldn't wait that long for like. I think I waited that long for like Wicker Man. Maybe we waited 2 hours for Wicker Man on opening day, didn't we?
That is like so close to what we waited.
I know, but like 13 is by no means a ride that I'd wait that long for. So.
But like we'd already waited half an hour before it broke down.
Yeah,
it
so
was, like, a
and
really hard
the
decision.
queue was moving consistently, and like I say, I don't know whether it's a 3 train or 4 train. No, it's definitely 4 trains, but they were just running 3 trains, and the queue slowed right down. So I think they had to take the train off. Depending on what the queues are like, I might pay to go to the dungeons because they still got their £2.50 deal on. And if that's the case, I'd rather do the dungeons than queue another hour for a ride. So we'll see you when we've been to the Lewinses a few times. Anyway, we've come through Cloud Cuckoo Land, which is like the land that no one really cares about. It is kind of abandoned here. Literally the driving school is all they've got around here. It used to be Peugeot sponsored, and now it's just like not. Just coming past the dungeons, which has a £2.50 deal, but Louise is saying no. Boo Louise.
Twice.
So, there's no, you know, look, walk on, just straight in. So the towers are closed at the moment. They've closed all the inside of the towers. That's set up Terror of the Towers, which as you come around the side you can see the external part. They've actually opened a new part called Terror in the Towers, the Attic, which takes place upstairs in the towers, not actually in the attic, because does the towers really have one? So yeah, over here you can just see the edge of the Terror of the Towers, or I don't know whether this might be subspecies because it comes out the side. I don't really know. We've never been here for Scarefest to actually see where the mazes all are. I know where Project 42 is, and obviously Terror of the Towers is in here. Got some cargo containers over there, and a bit of theming over here by Blivy. Into the X sector we go. The Ministry of Joy's facility. I like the new signs they've got here. So we've decided against doing any of the rides here. Like Oblivion here has a what looks to be over an hour queue. It says 50 minutes on the app, but I think it's longer than that. It's queuing right around the second island. Smiler is a 90-minute queue now. So we're going to avoid X sector and head round towards.
It is really. Oblivion. Like, Oblivion's not my
As I said to
favourite.
Louise beforehand, I was like, we've been doing posts that we've been going to theme parks all week, and it's been during the week, no half term, so the parks have been dead.
I know, like.
And obviously this is the first day we've come to the park on the weekend, and it's a nice day, and I think everyone's just thought, I'm coming out. Oblivion is advertising 30-minute queue, but I don't believe that, not for a second. We queued about 30 minutes yesterday, and it was around the top, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we're going to go, do you want to have a look in the Smiler shop or? Okay, we're going to have a look in the Smiler shop and I'll get some shots of Smiler, but sadly not going to be riding this today because I'm not waiting 90 minutes unless Louise wants to ride it. Did this one yesterday. It is a good coaster. The Smiler shop is one of my favourite shops. I just love the overall theme of the Smiler. With this QVC style video and then all the different t-shirts and stuff they've actually got here.
One of our photography gifts. This souvenir replica.
We're cutting cross country now. Are we going to the River Rapids or are we going to Jewel, Lou?
Don't mind. What do you want?
I think we should start with Jewel, so we'll probably take the Haunted Hollow to start. We're on the green, leading past the towers. Probably one of the more scenic areas. I was just saying to Louise how you used to be able to climb up there, and then obviously a few seasons ago they thought it would be a brilliant idea to put like metal posts in so you can't climb up there. This, for those of you who don't know, is where you would mount your horse. So if you were in a carriage or a horse, you'd come along here and park up so you didn't have to climb up onto your horse. So we've come off the beaten track here. We've decided to just go for a mooch.
Mooch, I love that word.
Well, you know, I was just saying to Louise, like, it's nice to see this park is back to its old self, it's thriving, it's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm then like, why do they have staggered openings in the morning?
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You know, they're that busy that the queues are. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, I don't have any internet, this is failing.
We'll go off what we remember.
Well, the Smiler is advertised on a 90-minute queue.
I would say
Galactica.
all the big rides have at least an hour queue.
Oh yeah, at least. So they're doing all right. We've really come off the beaten track. This is actually a path, but not many people use it. It cuts through towards Jewel and the like, so it's a nice little tranquil way of getting through the gardens without having to go down the hill of death.
That's the verge.
I don't like doing the hill here. It's not good. It's good going down.
It's like a proper, like, I tell you what, if you lived near Alton Towers, you could just come here for like a
jog or a walk.
exercise.
And yeah, as I was saying, it's nice to see this park doing so well again. It's just a shame because we should come in off-peak times more. We're both kind of hoping that Drayton Manor isn't as busy. Drayton Manor is a smaller park, and we did go during the summer holidays, but it was raining really hard and it was quiet
like
because of it. But it's going to be
grim.
It's going to be 20 degrees tomorrow and overcasty, so hopefully that'll mean people aren't going to come. But it will be busier than the other time we went. Where are we now? So we're on this offbeat track that no one really comes down. There's a house there hidden behind a fence.
That's like when you don't want to see any people.
Well, it's like an old derelict house and they've just boarded it up. Sadly, this is probably going to be the last time we visit this park this year.
Forever.
We did plan on coming back here for Scarefest, but because we're planning on going to Europa Park in November with Lewis.
It's like the only time off we have near Hampton.
Yeah, and like it was either come here and then we had the bright idea of like, let's go to Europa Park, it's not that expensive. And then Lewis...
It's the last 3 days of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, it is for like here.
Well,
as well.
Lewis said he'd come and it was like, well, actually that makes it really cheap. So
Yeah.
we're going to go to Europa Park over here because Europa Park is a hell of a lot better than this place.
No offence.
I mean no offence to it. I am really brutal to Merlin sometimes, I really am. It's like, compared to some chains, I've heard about Six Flags being absolutely appalling, but I've never been to a Six Flags park, so I can't say.
And I feel like if you go to a place
A lot.
then
You criticise
lose
it.
Yeah,
you
you're seeing its cracks.
And you lose the whimsicalness of it. Like, yeah, we come here so much. Like, this is the best park in England, and it is, you know, if you look at it from certain angles, it really is an amazing park. And it's got some world-class rides, but we come here so much, I think we criticise it a little bit. That's why we should go to Europa. You like our videos when we go abroad and we don't criticise as much. Sorry, Merlin, I do love you. Invite me to your events. We finally settled on a ride. We're going on the Jewel ride again. So only because it's literally got a walk-on queue as always. Good high throughput ride, and yeah, I think we can have a laugh on this one. These are the queues we're more used to, Lou. I can deal with this. But it's like the little ghost girl is still dead. Totally killed her, Lou. She's gone. She's been killed off. Right, so we came off of Jewel, literal walk-on queue for that one. Then we're thinking of going on the Congo River Rapids, but apparently it's got a 50-minute queue.
5-0 late.
Park shuts in 40 minutes. So, what are you thinking though?
I really don't know.
Like, I'm hell-bent on just getting on the Wicker Man before the park closes, because I am not sitting in the car park for like half an hour just to get out. Plus the monorail will be mega busy, so if we can do the Wicker Man and leave afterwards, the bulk of people will be gone. Right, so after going through the runaway train exit and actually having a look at the queue, decided against going on the Congo River Rapids. It has got a 50-minute queue. We're going to jump on Wicker Man's queue, it's got an hour queue, and then we're just going to go, aren't we?
Yeah, we've got another drive.
We've got a long drive, we've got about, I don't know, about 50-60 miles, well it's not that long, to go to Drayton Manor where we're staying for the night. And then in the morning we're going to be at Drayton Manor, so there's another vlog for you guys. Right, so change of plan again. This is one of my favourite things to do this.
Yeah.
Wicker Man is showing a 100-minute queue and is spewing out the entrance, so we're just carrying on walking. I think we're going to go back, maybe do the mini golf. Could do, either that or I might just go into the hotels for a wee and a coffee or something, because I just fancy a sit down for a while.
I think because we've been on our feet all day, like if we haven't been walking, we've been standing.
Definitely, yeah, definitely. So yeah, we're going to catch the monorail back. It's 4:30 now, and either end up in one of the hotels for a coffee or going to the mini golf. I don't know. We'll decide. But there's no point in us getting to Drayton too early because there's nothing for us to do. Obviously, Drayton Manor closes at 5 o'clock. At 4:50 each. We'll have a look, see when we get down there. It is so busy. I can't get over where all these crowds are coming from. Like literally, it's busier than when we came during the summer holidays, isn't it, Lo? Back on Tower Street where it all began. We're going to nip into the trading company shop. We wouldn't be traditional without leaving. We very rarely buy stuff, but it's just nice to look through, see if they've got any new merch available. Plenty of sweets here. It just smells of sugar in this bit. So we've made the selection. These are all on offer. I've gone for the new Choo Choo pin. Can't really see it very well. And Louise has gone for the Nemesis pin. We're now at the entrance, guys. I think I'm going to leave the vlog here. I've had a really good day today. What about you, Lou? Other than the fact they got busy towards the end, I had a really good day.
All I can say is I'm so glad I came yesterday. I did have a good day today. It's been really nicer weather today.
Oh yeah, the weather was nicer today, and we were having such a good time on the rides, like getting ride after ride, up till about 13.
We really shouldn't have jinxed it.
Then it just fell apart. But yeah, I think we're just going to go back to one of the hotels, get a coffee before we go, unless it looks like it's clear, and then we'll just make a departure, I think. But thank you for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the vlog, don't forget to leave a like. Don't forget to check out the Instagram, there's a link in the description, and I'll see you in the next video of whatever you choose to make. Until then,